Autism Awareness Month. If you or a loved one is one of the folks on the spectrum, we've got proof that you can be whoever you want to be.
WMAR 2 News' Eddie Keatum sat down with Ignite the Fire's practice and shows us how their unique frontman found his voice.
Thousands of streams, more fans every day. Ignite the Fire is burning bright.
I'm in a band with 4 other equally passionate individuals who have the exact same dream as I do to become a musician and to change the world with our music.
This is where they hone their craft. Lead singer Jack Urick drawing on the controlled aggression of Slipknot and the patience and emotion of Pink Floyd. Before the spotlight and the music, the questions. Parents at daycare noticing something was off.
They didn't realize that I could hear their conversations some of the time, but every time they brought me up, they asked me what was wrong with me.
His mom read an article about a boy with Aspergers.
When she read it, she broke down crying and said, "This is my son."
Guitarist Michael Nelson grew up with Jack. They bonded over their love of music.
Kids are awful, so there was, anybody who's different, you know what I mean, they're gonna get it. And he took his fair share, but the thing was, he just kept on doing his thing.
Growing up on the spectrum isn't easy.
One of the things that I've noticed about Asperger's is that sometimes I feel like what's in here is common knowledge, and I've made that mistake several times where I will say something that makes sense to me that may not make sense to somebody else.
As Mike and Jack's musical literacy increased, their understanding of how people work grew through each other.
Sometimes sarcasm will go over his head, or something like that. It's helped me become a better person, though, definitely, because, like I said, it takes patience and understanding to deal with someone whose mind works differently than yours, and you have to understand that and be able to work around that too.
Kaylin Gregory is a founding member of Ignite the Fire. They needed a new frontman.
On the flyer, we had said we were looking for someone who was a mix between, I think it was like M. Shadows of Avenged Sevenfold and I think Corey Taylor of Slipknot.
In a band looking for a different personality, Asperger's didn't shy them away.
Makes them special, it makes them cool, I mean, what Jack can do with his vocals, what Jack can do with his Asperger's is just absolutely incredible.
The fire growing.
But I'll come up with a melody and I'll go to Jack and say, here's the song, this is what I'm thinking, and just like that, he can take it and he can take it to that next level and he soars with it.
With every guitar riff,
I'm really proud of him. He's one of my best friends. We annoy the heck out of each other, but we're in a band. We spend way too much time together. I love the kid. He's one of a kind.
every note hit.
I know how difficult and stressful and frantic this world can be sometimes, especially to somebody who's different. But if you are different, even if you're not on the spectrum, if the world just affects you in a different way, learn how to communicate how it affects you. That will save you so much heartache.
Autism, bullying, greatness. All coals that keep this fire burning. In Tawnytown, Eddie Keatum, WMAR 2 News.
If you want to go see Ignite the Fire, and I know you will, you should head out. They're going to be performing here on June the 14th. They'll be at Fishhead Cantina in Halethorpe.
And we actually have all the links to their music on our website at WMAR2news.com.